My friends, welcome back to the weekend special we started yesterday. We were working on Model Mini 2023 and we left off here where we had some of the fillets done and decided we won't do any more fillets. One thing I was saying yesterday was that I will be doing today in this part 2 video that I will build a spreadsheet and make a configuration table to make these two faces transition smoothly. I will do that, but I had an idea last night. So this edge now, okay, how about we give another try on this? So we tried this one, say it was a very small fillet to do. I haven't tried this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this another try. If we make that small fillet, does it work? Because that one actually was preventing this line and that was preventing this line. So if it is a 0.5 fillet, that's working. I want to push it a little bit more, see if it is 1 millimeter. That doesn't work. So 1 millimeter doesn't work, but 0.75 doesn't work. It was working 0.5. Should we do a little bit more? I think that's the limit, 0.6. That kind of edges that limit. And now I think I can try these. I'm gonna go ahead and select both sides. Say I want to do now. Before I try to do that, how about I make this fillet not as big so I can have a balance between these two, and that one would be holder with fillets. Okay, that one, and center and right parts, that's the one, not this bolt cutout, that's this part, and connect. I'm trying to have this fillet, so this is the fillet. No, that's the other fillet. Yeah, maybe this is on this one. How about we make this 1 millimeter? Yes, that's the one. So we made it 1 millimeter, made it a little room for this one, and now I have, so this. Now how about I go and take these two edges, right, and make them say 1 millimeter. Okay, so that's the balance between these two. It's like nothing. It's better to have a smaller fillet than having nothing at all. Okay, and one last thing before we hop on to the spreadsheet thing, I'll have to make a saw cut here, and let's do that by drawing a sketch on XY plane and making a simple rectangle just like this. And I think this is 2 millimeters. Right, I'll just place this line on this origin and maybe add some dimension to it, say 50. Okay, so there it is. That's my sketch. I want to do it up and down, say maybe 50, and then finally make a cut. Okay, so this, before I make the cut, I want to go ahead and say final object, no saw cut, and this is the saw cut. Oopsie, that didn't go well. So it looks like we cannot make a cut. It's probably the fillet that's messing it up. Let's take that fillet out of our way. Now can we make the socket? Yes. So that fillet, although we did it, looks like it. All right, now I want to do that fillet one more time. So it was 0.6 last time I tried. All right, and now take this and this, and probably because the socket was cutting through the edge that I'm selecting for fillet, it didn't work. All right, so it works now. So this is the final object. Now let's focus on making this phase 1 and phase 2 transition smooth with one click. Okay, so what I do, we go to for this spreadsheet and create a new spreadsheet, and here, so the way we set it up is important. Here I want to say the first one was the angle, so arm. Okay, let's put some aliases. It will be swing angle, and this is going to be arm length, and this is slot length. Okay, and I want to put all the default values. So the first one is 90 degrees, arm length is 65.5, slot length is, the first one would be 0.001. Right, the second set is 45 degrees, and then the length becomes 73, and then the slot length will be, so 8, yes, 8. All right, so this is, now that we will be making a configuration table, I think we'll have to place it like this. So this copies, so this will be the variable row, and this is our phase 1 and phase 2. I want to place A and B right now. I don't know how numeric values will make this object feel with that. I want to go ahead and tile these two windows so I can have these both side by side. And now let's go find these values and then put them in there one by one. Okay, so we will go, so this is the socket, we don't do anything with that. Final model, arm with fillets, go to fillet, swing arm, there. So this is, now one more thing. So basic swing arm, in this sketch we have two constraints. One is arm length. I'm gonna go ahead and say spreadsheet dot arm length. Okay, so that will be pulling value from the spreadsheet now, and so will this swing angle. So spreadsheet dot swing angle. All right, so we have these two values already in there. How about we give it a try? So make it 45. The model did not break down, that's great. And make it 73, great. And also make this one say 8. That one did not work because we haven't actually keyed in that yet, so should have not tried that. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. So that's this case slot holes, and here the slot length, we will just go ahead and make it spreadsheet dot slot length. Right, so now I can say 8, and that, so notice how it is moving backward. We make that 0 1, it becomes a circle, almost very little like minor error in that nobody will notice, and we can make it a 8mm slot. Pretty cool. So we got all the values in there. Now one thing left is to actually make it a configuration table. So now to make this a configuration table, I come here at this point and right click on it, say configuration table. And it can be Z4, or we can say we don't need all that. We can say D6. That's the limit. So on the property, that's the name of the property. I'm gonna say face, and then group, I'm gonna say phases. Hit OK. Now this will show up. So see how looks like it broke, but looks like, so it will show up right here under the phases, phase A and B. So that's phase B, and this is phase A. For some reason, looks like the model actually break down right here. I don't think that last fillet is no, it's not doing good on this. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that last fillet. Yeah, I'll just keep it like this, organic, no fillet. Now I can go and say this is model A and this is model B. Yeah, perfect. So we have that. Now what I want to do is, like, I want to say rename that. Now I want to now notice that how these values are changing from the spreadsheet. I want to move it over here, and one way to do it is to actually go to part and create a part. So it's like, you know, a group of objects. So that's the part, and I want to put this final thing into the part. I can probably rename that part too, or just like leave it like that. Now that part, that name part is important, where I want to come back here and into the configuration table. So this is the table, and in the phase here that I said phase, I want to cut that and say part, the one that I just created, that's the part dot, and then paste that name that we had originally in there. Cool. Now what it does is, under this part in the data tab, there is a different group opened up as phases, and the phase A and B is showing right there. So I don't have to go to spreadsheet. I can do it right here on this part tab and say this is phase A and this is phase B. Well, I really hoped that that fillet thing will work out, but too bad it didn't. And I think, you know, with hopefully, I'm just hoping with FreeCAD 1 version coming up soon, that filleting would be something, probably some improvement. I know that topological naming issue is a big improvement we are looking forward to in the next version of FreeCAD. Hopefully there will be something on the filleting side as well. But other than that, the model is functioning. I mean, we did pretty good on this transition between phase 1 and phase 2 with this spreadsheet parametric configuration table. Hopefully you liked this whole process. Thank you for watching. If you have any recommendation on how to improve it, or any other question, comment, or suggestion, please leave them below in the comment section of this video, and I will see you in next videos.